If you don't know, the first game of Max Payne revolutionized the term bullet time. Bullet time was basically when everything moves slow around you, except for maybe the bullets, and you're able to like jump in the air, spin around, shoot everything that's around. What's up, guys? I'm the Gaming Zon, bringing you your daily gaming news. The last few days has been dedicated to Stellar Blade and the news and controversy that was going around Stellar Blade. But I hate to inform you guys, in case y'all didn't know, I'm not a Stellar Blade channel. I will promote on the news as much as possible as I can when needed, but I'm not always going to be talking about Stellar Blade. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so I want to start off with some laughs. Starfield was a hilarious experience for me, and so I'm hoping I could share that joy with you guys. Starfields Shattered space story expansion is launching this fall. Ahead of that, the game's next update will include shipbuilding and city map features. When this game was first announced, a lot of people were excited for this game. It was supposed to be Fallout in space, essentially, and it kind of was Fallout in space, but a much worse version of it. The game, there was a lot of things missing in the game. The game wasn't finished, it wasn't polished, and when the game came out, the sales reflected it. The way people talked about it reflected it. I put 60 hours into it. I had to force myself to put 60 hours into it. But even after the 60 hours, I just stopped. I didn't even beat the game. I was just like in the middle of the game. And as soon as I hit 60, I was just like, okay, I'm done here, and just stopped playing the game. I had no desire to finish it. I did everything that I wanted to do in the game. The game was very shallow, and that's just it. But hopefully this may help the game in the upcoming future. The game's director, Todd Howard, provided a launch window for the DLC while discussing new features coming to the game in an interview with Kinda Funny Games on Monday. Shattered Space is in the fall, but we will have a big update that's coming really soon for Starfield, he said. There's a lot of stuff. We redid the map stuff, so we have some city map stuff. Huh? The Shattered Space expansion was announced ahead of Starfield's release last September and is included with the game's more expensive editions. Bethesda said in December that the Shattered Space, its first major expansion coming next year, will feature new story content, new locations, new gear, and much more. It is said that it is planned to roll out significant new features and fixes for Starfield roughly every 6 weeks. We'll see how that goes. The update that we have coming next, I think, is going to get announced in a few days this week, then be up on Steam Beta. Has some great stuff for shipbuilding in it as well, Howard added. Elsewhere in an interview, he said Bethesda is rolling out a partnership with external developers on future games as it looks to find solutions to increase its output. So just from looking at the news that we have here on the article, it seems like they're going to be adding a lot of new stuff. It didn't really say anything about fixing what's already in the game, and that's kind of the problem itself. The base game, adding more content to the base game that's already bad will not make the game better. But I guess we'll see how that goes, right? For our next topic, Returnal Developer is teasing something mysterious for the PS5 roguelike shooter's 3rd anniversary. Could this be the prelude to a new update? So when Returnal was first announced, I didn't have a PS5. Still don't have a PS5, but the game is actually out on PC now, and so I will be playing it. I'm probably gonna wait for it to go on sale before I actually play it and buy it. But this is something that I really would enjoy. It seems, from what I hear, it's a Metroidvania with roguelike elements. Those are like my two favorite genres of gaming put together into one. I really want to play this game, and I promise you I will. And when I do, I will give you guys a review or my thoughts on the game. It will be like a whole separate video, something that I'll probably release on the weekend so that it doesn't interfere with the news channels. However, we'll see. Returnal developer Housemarque has offered up 2 teasing messages for an announcement tomorrow. It's been well over a year since Returnal's debut on PC in February 2023, and back then you'd be forgiven for assuming that would be the end of the saga. That doesn't look like it's the case anymore, though, as developer Housemarque has offered up two incredibly vague Returnal themed teasing tweets. In the first tweet today, April 29th, Housemarque simply teases that something is coming tomorrow on April 30th. There's zero indication as to what this might be, but considering Returnal's protagonist Celine is featured prominently in the image, we can only assume it's related to the third-person shooter. This is the current tweet that they're talking about, and the article says tomorrow. Tomorrow is today, so the preview will be out today. I'm not sure if it's going to be before this video's release or after this video's release. But by the time you see this video, the announcement should already be out. Then there's the follow-up tweet below, published just several hours after the initial teaser. This time, the blanket tomorrow image gives way to the image of Celine's eyes that were seen in the tweet just above, seemingly expanding on Housemarque's first teaser and doubling down on Celine's involvement in the new reveal. That's quite literally all the information we have to go on at the time of writing. Housemarque hasn't made any comment on or around Returnal for well over a year since before the Sony published shooter came to Steam, so we don't know if this is going to be a continuation of the original game or some sort of spin-off. We should point out that tomorrow marks Returnal's third anniversary since its PS5 launch on April 30th, 2021. Perhaps this could be some sort of birthday update for Returnal, although a birthday themed update that puts a party hat on Celine will look somewhat out of place on the brutal alien planet. Please don't put no party hat on her. Just don't. I think it's great. As I said before, by the time the preview or trailer come out, it might be around the same time this video comes out. I'm reading the article. The article was released yesterday, but the trailer and video stuff comes out today on April 30th. For our next topic, Fallout 4 mod adds the Ghoul to the game. New Fallout 4 mod adds the popular Ghoul character from the recent Fallout TV show to Bethesda's post-apocalyptic open-world game. I've recently watched the Fallout TV series. I thought it was pretty decent. I'm not super huge on the Fallout lore, so I can't tell you any lore retcons or anything like that. But overall, I think the show was decent. I wouldn't go around saying it's the best show I've ever seen, especially comparatively to some of the things that are being released that has a lot of forced inclusion and stuff that are in it. Not saying that this story wasn't forced inclusion also, but at least they did it in a more palatable way. A new Fallout 4 mod has recently added the Fallout TV show, the Ghoul character, to the game. Fallout 4 has several excellent mods, and this new one will probably be a good pick for gamers who loved Amazon Prime's TV show. Amazon Prime's Fallout was released earlier this month, and it became a huge hit, quickly securing a second season featuring the Vault Dweller Lucy, the Brothers of Steel's member Maximus, and the gunslinger known as the Ghoul as its protagonist. The series put the franchise in the spotlight, even making older Fallout games popular again. Now it seems like Fallout 4 modder called Jonin1433 decided to make an important aspect of the TV series to the game. The Ghoul, arguably one of the coolest main characters in the show. With the Cooper the Ghoul Howard preset mod, games will be able to create their main character as a ghoul instead of an ordinary human. The official Nexus mod page for the mod has also detailed instructions on what other mods and builds are necessary for gamers who want to create a perfect replica of the character. Overall, this seems like an excellent Fallout 4 mods for people who love the TV show. Let's check out some of these images. It looks pretty good, actually. While new mods are appearing after the success of Amazon Prime's Fallout, the game's modding community is facing quite a difficult time right now. Bethesda's recent Fallout 4 Next Gen update broke several mods, including the popular Fallout 4 script extender. Without this foundational mod, countless other projects have become broken, and it may take a while before they are up and running again. Fallout 4's biggest 2024 mod was recently delayed. The Next Generation update affected even the biggest Fallout 4 mod of 2024, Fallout London. Fallout London is a total conversion mod that has been in development for the last 5 years. It aims to recreate Bethesda's game in an iconic English city, coming up with brand new storylines, enemies, weapons, and much more. Originally, the total overhaul mod was prepared to be launched soon after the TV show's debut, but the recent patch forced Fallout London to be delayed. At the moment, it's not yet known when Fallout London will be officially released, as its team is still trying to update it to the current version of Fallout 4. However, the team has revealed that it may release the game as it currently is in case it's too hard to rework the content to be compatible with the game's new version. Funny enough, guys, Fallout 4 was just on sale on GOG. It was on sale on Steam. I missed that sale, so I went to GOG. Actually, I think GOG might be better because GOG has the Game of the Year edition on sale, which includes all of the DLC for only $10. If you haven't played Fallout 4, go to GOG, get the Game of the Year edition, get all the DLC. I definitely recommend getting it. Would I play as the Ghoul on the game? Honestly, I thought they was adding the Ghoul as more like a companion. Being able to play as the Ghoul seems kind of cool. It's not what I thought it would be. I might skip this mod, honestly, but overall, hey, I'm sure people will enjoy it, and that's all that matters. On our last topic for the day, I would be lying to y'all if I said that I wasn't excited when this popped up. So let's get into it. Max Payne 1 and 2 Remake is entering full production. Max Payne 1 and 2 Remake is finally entering full production as Remedy gives us an update on various projects it has in development. If you don't know, the first game of Max Payne revolutionized the term bullet time. Bullet time was basically when everything moves slow around you, except for maybe the bullets, and you're able to like jump in the air, spin around, shoot everything that's around. I believe they took the idea from the Matrix, but the way they incorporated it into this game, now it seems like almost every game that was ever created has copied this form of bullet time. I played the first Max Payne. I didn't play the second Max Payne or any other Max Payne after that. However, when this comes out, I will be getting my hands on it. Max Payne 1+2 Remake is finally entering full production soon. This comes directly from Remedy as the developer gives us an update on various games it currently has in the works. The Max Payne Remake is set to enter full production in the second quarter of 2024, which could mean any time between now and the end of June. This is a few months after it entered the production readiness stage, suggesting that development is progressing at a good pace. Remedy gives us an update on Max Payne, Control, and more. This was confirmed in Remedy's latest business review, which also reveals that the progress is making on Max Payne has resulted in higher development fees across the company. With this in mind, we might start to see something from the remake soon, since the team is now firmly at work on putting the game together. But this isn't the only game that Remedy has an update on. Also revealed in the business update, progress has been made on 2 Control games. The one that's furthest along, codenamed Condor, has already entered full production. This is a live service game that takes place in the Control universe, so it's a little different to what fans of the original will expect. With that said, there is a direct Control sequel coming out, simply titled Control 2, which is expected to enter production readiness very soon. It's good news for Alan Wake fans as well, as Remedy also mentioned that it's still working on DLC to extend Alan Wake 2. There's no mention of another sequel, but given the gap between the first 2 games, that's not surprising at all. On the other hand, codename Castro seems to be the furthest behind, as that is still in the concept stage. This is to be expected as it was only recently revealed to be going from free-to-play release to a premium game, likely meaning that much of what has gone into the project so far will have to change. We'll have to wait to see if Remedy has anything else to reveal about codename Castro at some point this year. However, with 2 projects now entering full production, the studio certainly has its hands full. We can expect details on Max Payne, Condor, and Alan Wake 2 DLC before anything else. From what I'm aware of, Alan Wake has a pretty huge fan base. Well, at least a cult fan base that I know of. I know that Alan Wake 2 didn't do so well compared to the first game. In fact, I don't even think the first game did all that well. It was just a good game from what I hear. The Control stuff, I'm excited to hear about that. I'm not sure how I feel about the live service, but Control 2 is going to be hot. And honestly, I can't wait to see what this team has in store for us later on in the year. But that's all that I have for you guys today. If you made it this far and you like what you heard, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you made it this far and you didn't like what you heard, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I am the Gaming Zon, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.